Debunking conspiracy theories often involves presenting evidence, facts, and rational arguments to counter misinformation. Here are 10 famous conspiracy theories that have been widely debunked. 1. Moon Landing Hoax. The Moon Landing Hoax conspiracy theory suggests that NASA and other organizations faked the Apollo moon landings. Despite overwhelming evidence, the theory persists due to historical context, technical achievement, independent verification, and debunking claims. The Apollo program, initiated by NASA in the 1960s, aimed to achieve human landings on the moon. Multiple lines of evidence confirm the reality of the moon landings, including photographic evidence, lunar rock samples, and laser reflectors. The Soviet Union's close tracking of the Apollo missions and its acknowledgement of the achievement lends credibility to the reality of the moon landings. Many claims made by moon landing hoax proponents have been debunked by scientists and experts. Despite these challenges, the moon landing hoax theory persists due to skepticism, misinformation, and the allure of conspiratorial thinking. 2. 9/11's Controlled Demolition. The 9/11's Controlled Demolition conspiracy theory suggests that the collapse of the World Trade Center towers was not solely due to the impact of airplanes and subsequent fires, but rather a deliberate demolition using pre-planted explosives. However, this theory is challenged by the lack of physical evidence, the collapse sequence, witness testimony, feasibility and coordination, and scientific and engineering analysis. The NIST investigation concluded that the impacts of the airplanes and subsequent fires caused a chain of events leading to the collapse of each tower, not controlled demolition. Independent analyses by structural engineers and experts in controlled demolitions consistently support the natural collapse hypothesis based on available evidence and structural dynamics. The motivations behind the 9/11 attacks were well documented and centered on ideological and political grievances, and there is no credible evidence to support the notion that the collapses were orchestrated by any entity other than the hijackers. 3. Flat Earth Theory. The Flat Earth theory suggests that the Earth is a flat, disc-shaped plane with the North Pole at the center and Antarctica forming an ice wall around edges. This contradicts the scientific consensus that the Earth is an oblate spheroid, which is mostly spherical but slightly flattened at the poles due to its rotation. Key arguments of the Flat Earth theory include the perceived horizon, reference to scripture, and the lack of curvature. However, scientific consensus against the Flat Earth theory includes satellite imagery, gravity, planetary mechanics, global navigation, and time zones. Debunking the Flat Earth theory involves simple experiments, historical and cultural understanding, and psychological and societal factors. Despite the overwhelming evidence against the Flat Earth theory, a small minority continues to promote it, often relying on selective interpretations of evidence and dismissing scientific consensus. 4. Chemtrails. Chemtrails is a conspiracy theory that claims visible trails left by aircraft in the sky are not ordinary contrails but chemicals intentionally sprayed for undisclosed purposes. Proponents claim that governments or other entities are spraying chemicals, biological agents, or other substances into the atmosphere from aircraft at high altitudes for purposes such as weather modification, population control, or mind control. Key arguments of the chemtrails theory include persistent trails, unusual patterns, and claimed health effects. However, scientific responses and public perception have been mixed. Chemtrails are a well-understood phenomenon resulting from water vapor in aircraft exhaust freezing into ice crystals at high altitudes, and air quality monitoring has not found evidence of unusual or harmful substances in areas affected by chemtrails. Debunking efforts often face challenges in countering deeply entrenched beliefs and conspiracy narratives among certain groups. 5. Vaccination and autism. The theory linking vaccinations to autism, particularly the measles, mumps, rubella MMR vaccine and thimerosal-containing vaccines, has been extensively studied and debunked by scientific research. The theory gained attention in the late 1990s and early 2000s due to a 1998 study by Dr. Andrew Wakefield, which suggested a possible link between the MMR vaccine and autism. Since then, numerous large-scale epidemiological studies, systematic reviews, and meta-analyses have consistently found no credible evidence supporting a causal relationship between vaccines and autism. Safety monitoring and thimerosal, a mercury-based preservative used in vaccines, have also been examined, but no link has been found. Major health organizations and scientific bodies worldwide strongly endorse vaccination as a safe and effective public health measure. The spread of misinformation linking vaccines to autism has had significant public health consequences, leading to vaccine hesitancy and outbreaks. 6. Area 51 and aliens. Area 51, a secretive military base in Nevada, has been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories and speculations, particularly regarding extraterrestrial activity and UFOs. The base, officially known as the Nevada Test and Training Range (NTTR), has been used by the U.S. government for classified military aircraft testing and development since the Cold War era. The most enduring and popular conspiracy theory is that Area 51 is involved in the study and reverse engineering of alien spacecraft and technology recovered from UFO crashes. However, there is no credible evidence to support the existence of extraterrestrial spacecraft or technology at Area 51 or anywhere else. Many purported UFO sightings can be attributed to natural phenomena, misidentified aircraft, or experimental military technology being tested at Area 51. Official statements from the U.S. government consistently deny the existence of extraterrestrial visitors or technology at Area 51.7. New World Order. The New World Order (NWO) is a conspiracy theory that suggests a secretive group of individuals or organizations are working to establish a totalitarian world government. Originating in the late 20th century, it encompasses various interconnected beliefs, such as global control, an agenda for control, and symbols. Key arguments and evidence include major geopolitical events, economic crises, media and cultural influence, and historical context. However, the NWO theory is criticized for its lack of concrete evidence, its diverse and disconnected nature, and its lack of a unified narrative or consistent evidence base. Experts dismiss the theory as a fringe conspiracy lacking empirical support, but its cultural influence continues to influence popular culture, alternative media, and political discourse. Despite skepticism, the theory reflects broader anxieties about globalization, political power, and societal change. 8. JFK Assassination Conspiracy. The assassination of President John F. Kennedy in 1963 has sparked numerous conspiracy theories, challenging the official account of Lee Harvey Oswald as the sole gunman. The Warren Commission concluded in 1964 that Oswald fired 3 shots from the Texas School Book Depository, with 1 shot missing and 2 hitting Kennedy and Texas Governor John Connally. Some conspiracy theories suggest multiple shooters, CIA or mafia involvement, and cover-up. Key arguments include ballistic evidence, witness testimony, and motives. However, there is a lack of consensus and evidence linking multiple actors. Oswald's background and political activism have led to speculation about his motives. Most historians and experts agree with the Warren Commission's conclusions, but critics argue that they rely on selective interpretation of evidence and the assumption of vast secrecy. The JFK assassination remains a subject of fascination and speculation in popular culture, with public opinion polls suggesting a significant portion of the American public believes in conspiracy theories. 9. Paul McCartney Death Hoax. The Paul McCartney death hoax is a conspiracy theory that emerged in the late 1960s, claiming that the Beatles member Paul McCartney died in a car accident and was secretly replaced by a look-alike. The rumor first surfaced in September 1969 when an article titled "Is Beatle Paul McCartney Dead?" was published in a student newspaper. Key arguments include album covers, lyrics, visual evidence, and the cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. Despite the official denial by the Beatles and McCartney, the hoax continued to circulate, with enthusiasts interpreting various Beatles songs and imagery through the hoax. The hoax has had a lasting impact on popular culture, demonstrating how rumors and conspiracy theories can persist despite clear evidence. 10. COVID-19 origin and denial. The origin of COVID-19 has been a contentious issue, with various theories emerging. The natural origin theory suggests it originated from bats, with transmission to humans through an intermediate animal host. Lab leak theory suggests the virus accidentally escaped from a laboratory, but concrete evidence is lacking. Conspiracy theories suggest intentional release or manipulation for geopolitical reasons, but lack credible evidence. International and independent investigations have been conducted to determine the virus's origins, with the natural origin theory remaining the most plausible. An evidence-based approach is crucial to avoid misinformation and conspiracy theories, which can undermine public trust and hinder pandemic control efforts. Debunking these theories requires critical thinking, scientific evidence, and a clear understanding of how misinformation spreads.